Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Extinct Bricks Originals. And for this very special episode, we'll be featuring the LEGO custom Albertosaurus from the Isle. And here's our closer look.
Hey there everyone, and we're back for the closer look on our Albertosaurus. And Evie here is quite excited because he's also a Tyrannosaurid, as you may have already known. And later on he'll be coming back for some size comparison. So for now, let's just take a look at our Albertosaurus. And I'm quite excited also for this one because there's a lot of inconsistencies in terms of how I actually make my previous costumes and how I make them now. And the reason for having this particular video is that since most of you guys are actually into carnivores, and one of those more famous Tyrannosaurids would be the Albertosaurus, and here it is now. So this is actually based off from the Albertosaurus from the Isle, and I really like how the colors there are very organic, and it looks really something like a usual animal that you would be able to see here in present time. So but I also like the pops of colors that it also incorporated into the actual dinosaur, and here it is now. So the Albertosaurus would have certain blue hues of different colors on the face as well as that of the tail, and somehow I also managed to also include here some highlights of white, which was also incorporated or seen in the Isle Albertosaurus. And so the rest would be more of earth tones of colors such as browns and also beiges also on the lower half of the figure. And of course it sports this unique type of striping from the head going towards the tail. And I rarely have figures that are striped from head to tail, and this one is actually that, but somehow it has certain differences in terms of how the stripes vary from the head to the tail. You can see that the head would have a more irregular type of stripes, then going towards the neck, which is more like a tiger stripes, where you'll have double striping from certain angles as well. The legs wouldn't have any stripes, but somehow it represents that. And then of course the tail would have broad band stripes going towards the tip. And so that's the closer look. But in terms of articulation, of course, you can open and close its mouth like so. The head would have a ratchet joint, so you can have varying poses to it. Of course, the arms would have certain movement as well, like so. And then the legs also would have the standard Lego type of movement as well. It can also attach to a base plate, as you can see here. And then of course the tail would have a swivel type of articulation. Of course, it also has some studs on the back because it's a Lego figure. And so that's it for the closer look on our Albertosaurus. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Let's now move on to the next portion of the video.
Moving to size comparisons.
And Evie here is back for some size comparisons. And looking at our Albertosaurus, you can see that it's quite a large carnivore, but to be honest, it's actually still within the medium-sized carnivores that I have in my collection. And comparing it with the Albertosaurus here on a human scale basis, I think it is quite okay, although it could be a little bit smaller. But you know what, dinosaurs could actually grow or larger than it is actually compared to the fossil records that we have at the moment, unless the fossil records would say that it's actually the adult or the maximum size that that particular species would actually grow into, Well, let's now compare with other dinosaurs or other tyrannosaurids that I have in my collection, and among these ones would be the Kinsosaurus or the Quinsosaurus. I'm not sure how it is actually pronounced, but here it is. The Quinsosaurus is a little bit smaller than our Albertosaurus here, as you can see from this specific view. It's much smaller by the hips and also a little bit shorter as well, although the snout would be quite long because that is the specific trait of this particular tyrannosaurid. It also has two two fingers on each of the claws here, very much like how other tyrannosaurids would look like. Alright, so this is actually from my Prehistoric Planet collection. So if you guys haven't seen that collection of dinosaurs that I've already created here on Extinct Freaks, then please go check it out. You can just search in YouTube Extinct Freaks Prehistoric Planet, and you'll see there all of the things that I've already done from that particular series. Alright, so moving on to the next, we also have here a medium-sized Tyrannosaurid. Although it's not an actual species, it's actually a Tyrannosaurus from the animated series Primal. And you can see here that it has those infamous tusk here, an overgrowth teeth on the lower jaw, like so. There you go. And it's actually color green with large stripes on its body. So if you haven't seen yet my Primal Fang, please check it out also on my YouTube channel. Also, we have here another of my Prehistoric Planet collection. This is our Tyrannosaurus Rex. So definitely it's quite large. It's really bulky, as in the series, because that Tyrannosaurus Rex is quite, heavy put, as I would like to say. It had, lips and also a little bit of teeth showing as well, as you can see here. And it had those really cool marks, which is I'm quite proud of. This particular paint app on mine is one of my favorites actually. Right, so moving on to the next one, we also have here the what's this again, Evie? This is the Tarbosaurus level 40 from Jurassic World, the game, and it's one of those medium-sized Tyrannosaurids as well that he's also done. And I really like the overall design on this one, although the pink ones is really putting me off, but still that is how the Jurassic World game Tarbosaurus actually looks like. And yeah, so it had those short horns on the front of its face, and then long spikes running down towards the spine until the end of the tail. So that is the Tarbosaurus from Toy Universe. We also have here a level 40 of some sort, but it's not, because it's an item or a T-Rex from Jurassic World Alive, I believe. This is the Mortem Rex, and as you can see here, it had those Godzilla-like protractions on the back of its body. It had shorter ones on the neck also, then going towards much larger pieces here on the back until the end of the tail, which tapers down to an almost non-existent end there. And I'd like to say that this is actually a collaboration between myself and also Toy Universe. I actually placed on the details on the figure, and then he actually painted this really well. You can see that it had those metallic hues to it, and then of course the most painstaking process would be adding in those black details on the figure after he has actually painted it with several details such as the reds, the blues, and the whites. So guys, this one is something that I'm actually most proud of for as a collaboration, so please check it out. The Mortem Rex from Extinct Freaks and EB Toy Universe. And lastly, we of course have a recent discovery from last year or this year, I'm not sure. This is the Tyrannosaurus macraensis. So this particular dinosaurs or Tyrannosaurus species had several other differences between the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and those were mainly the eyebrows, or how would say, well, what are those bony ridges on the skull of the Tyrannosaurus Rex or the Tyrannosaurus macraensis. And I wanted to have it as close as possible to how you would see it when you search on it in Google. So this is the yellowish Tyrannosaurus macraensis, and I think it suits him well. So it had a Gila monster like look to it, so a lighter yellows to a yellow chrome on the back with certain grayish green details going towards from the nasal here going towards the ends of the tail. So that is our Tyrannosaurus macraensis. Alright, so let's now move on to the next portion of the video. And this is Extinct Freaks species roll call, and we have here all of the creatures that we've shown you here so far on this particular video. And if you do have other suggestions of other Tyrannosaurids that you'd like to see here on Extinct Freaks, then please comment them down below. Also, EB here would like to remind you guys that all that you see here is actually available in our Extinct Freaks playlist, so please do check it out guys as well. And so that's it for our video. Let's now move on to the Extinct Freaks species roll call. Let's start from this side, shall we? So this is the EB Toy Universe level 40 Jurassic World game. Albertosaurus. This is our version or Extinct Freaks version of Spear from Primal. We also have here our Extinct Freaks version of the Tyrannosaurus Rex from Prehistoric Planet, our Tyrannosaurus macraensis, our Extinct Freaks version of the Quintosaurus from Prehistoric Planet, and our Extinct Freaks version of the Tyrannosaurus Rex, Mortem Tyrannosaurus Rex from Jurassic World Alive, a collaboration between myself and EB Toy Universe. And that's it for our video guys. Thank you so much for watching, and here is our start of the show, our version of the Albertosaurus, as it is actually inspired by the Isle of Albertosaurus. And I really like how this one ended up, and I hope you also like it as well. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you happen to like my content, and also please do share it with your friends and put in a comment so that it would actually help the channel to change its logarithm, and a lot of people would actually able to see it as well. So guys, thank you so much for all the support, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now. Also guys, before we end this video, we actually have a Albertosaurus done previously by EB Toy Universe, and here it is guys. It's such a splendor to look at. You can see that it has those level 40 like vibes. It's in his How to Draw series of Jurassic World game species, and this one is just right out of the video game. As you can see here, it had those green and yellow colors, and also a grayish tone to it. And speaking of grayish tones, probably you'll see something of a similar creature also coming up here on Extinct Freaks, so please watch out for it guys. And that's it for the video. Thanks for watching guys. Bye. Also, please do not forget to support our other channels, EB Toy Universe, The Adventures of Moira and Usher, and Tito Mike's Kitchen. Please watch their videos and support their channel by subscribing, guys. And as we always would say, let your inner dino break. Alright, thanks everyone.